Hello YouTube. So, yesterday I went to my first political rally in nearly, I think, 2 years. Yeah, the last one was Obama rally. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. You should do your own homework. But if you're in Washington State and you're one of my 2 subscribers, which I don't think either of you go to Washington State, so guess this video is really for just some random guy who comes across a woman. Anyway, I am endorsing did I seriously just forget her name? Patty Murray. Yes, that's who I'm endorsing. Took me a minute, not a good sign. I just went to one of her rallies yesterday. It was the primary day. And we actually showed up a little bit late. All the pizza was gone. Most of the soda was. It was really hot. They didn't have air conditioning. And there was like a lot of people there. There was like 200, I think, at the max, but everybody had left, so there was only like 25 people there. And it's actually a very small room where we were at. And what was, you know, all the news people were there, you know. Connie Chung, she was there. She had some green shirt on or something. And, you know, they had one big TV, and they were just kind of, well, they were just watching the results come in for a little bit, and we were just there. And I actually got to meet her. She's very tiny. Very tiny. She's like 5 foot, I guess, just 5 foot. I mean, she's borderline. I don't know what technically means that you can't ride rides height, but she probably was right on that line, because she was short, and she was that kind of skinny where, like, not like, oh wow, I wonder how she lost all that weight. No, she was that kind of skinny where you're like, bitch been throwing up. And it was kind of weird, but she seemed pretty nice. I mean, everybody was like, yay, Patty Murray, and yeah. If I had to, you know, I mean, her voice is a little squeaky too. I mean, here I am, I'm bragging on her right now. Why am I doing this? While I'm saying all this bad stuff, I want to make it clear, she's better than her Republican opponent, who is Dino Rossi, who lost twice. Well, once, maybe twice, depends who you talk to, but twice. 2 times. I guess it flicked you off if you're English. Sorry. 2 times. In the governor's race against the same lady, and he didn't do that badly in them, but anyway. But I'm supporting her because, number one, I think she kind of represents the state. You know, it's a pretty democratic state in general, you know. I mean, we elected a green governor, which in Seattle, or mayor, pardon me, and you know, I think that was the first time that happened for a major city in like 5 or 6 years. So, you know, woohoo if you're Green Party. Also, she's kind of got some seniority, and I'm a political science major. This is like the only time I can really use this degree for anything. This isn't really getting anything done. It's just saying I'm a political science major. But as far as the political science majors go, we understand that if you're a senior senator, the older you get, the more shit you get to do. Yeah. It looks like a Hitler salute almost. Sorry. But yeah, so she'll be able to do more stuff. Probably. Especially if we lose a few more senators, because that means that her seniority goes up. I mean, and in general, her policies I'm kind of in favor with. Except I do like to shoot. I actually like to draw things when I shoot, which I might show you sometime. Probably not. But, you know, she's kind of just one more vote for everything Obama supports almost, you know. Vote for the healthcare vote. But, yeah. And you kind of know what you're going to get. the reason why I don't really support Rossi is because, number one, he's a loser. No, number one, he kind of just creeps me out. He seems like one of those people that would be like really nice to you at a party, but then would go fuck your girlfriend. You know? I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to say about somebody, but that happened to one of my friends, and he kind of looks like the guy that fucked his girlfriend. You know? So, yeah, for what that's worth. Also, once again, I don't think he's necessarily representative of the overall state. I mean, we have a lot more Republicans on the east side of the state, but their population is so small that it's not that much of a representation. I guess if you were going overall land, but yeah. Also, I mean, if they end up getting enough Republicans to take over the Senate, and the House, even if they got the House and the Senate, the Republican Party, they really couldn't do anything with it. Because Obama could veto it, you know? I mean, I don't think it's, like, mathematically even possible for him to take over the Senate and get 60 votes in the first place. So, yeah, if they can't do anything with it, why give them that power? If they're just going to screw up the other guy. I mean, unless you're really anti, you know, jobs bills and stuff, which you might be, but then, you know, I mean, when you know people that are like benefiting from it, like I got a neighbor just actually 2 houses down from me who actually got some money from, I think it was a stimulus package, and it's the reason why she's able to keep her house. Also, I forget the house bills thing too. Well, not house bill, but the bill dealing with homes. She got some assistance there too. So, and she's nice. She bakes cookies, really good chocolate chip ones. It's good. I remember we used to eat them a lot more when I was younger, but now not so much. No, but she's nice. So yeah, that's kind of why I support the overall thing, is because you actually can see people getting helped. And, you know, if you have a Republican Congress and Senate, like I said, you're not really going to get anything done. I mean, they can't really, like, repeal anything. All you're really going to do is stop any bills. And in this period of crisis, you kind of need bills to materialize, you know? I mean, at least from my standpoint, if, you know, shit goes bad, it's not a time to get into, you know, pointless arguments about, oh, we shouldn't build a mosque here, we should build a mosque here. No, I disagree with that. I think that it makes more sense to have one party kind of have more power in crises as long as they're able to be checked. You know, as long as they got that check in the Senate, which they already do, they already have enough votes to filibuster, then they really don't need any more until they maybe will get a president. And they're not going to do that this year. I mean, now, that might not be the case. I mean, I'll consider options when the presidential election shows up, but that's still a little ways away. But in general, I just say, you know, they're not going to be able to accomplish anything except stopping any bills that might be necessary. I mean, even if you don't care about her, maybe she should lose her house, fine. But let's say, for instance, there's massive flooding in, you know, Detroit for some reason. You know, a levee blew up, I don't know. You know, and they are arguing over how much money to give, how much money to receive and stuff. And they basically just end up screwing up everything. Because that's what Congress does. Congress screws up stuff whenever they don't have, like, majorities. Which is most of the time. Like, I don't know. But, you know, it's kind of like the veterans bills. You know, even though it sounds like something that's really good. You know, they get into this big argument about it. Oh, you need more money. And then they just don't get anything done. And it's just kind of disappointing. So, I mean, if you want things to actually get done, you're gonna have to support the party that has the opportunity to get things done, which is only the Democrats. Sorry that's the case. If you're a Republican, that's just the way it is. Same during the Bush administration, you know? I mean, the only time you were going to get anything done besides maybe cutting off spending for Iraq, and we all know how that did. Oh, yeah. Yeah? Oh, she looked at me funny. You're okay? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Today is the last day there's military troops in Iraq. Woohoo! Yeah, and with that note, I guess that's the end of this video. Goodbye. Subscribe, like, comment. Goodbye.